And I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, and a rainbow was upon his head, and his face was as it were the sun, and his feet as pillars of fire. And he had in his hand a little book open, and he set his right foot upon the sea, and his left foot on the earth, and cried with a loud voice, as when a lion roareth. And when he had cried, 7 thunders uttered their voices. And when the 7 thunders had uttered their voices, I was about to write, and I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Seal up those things which the 7 thunders uttered, and write them not. And the angel which I saw stand upon the sea and upon the earth lifted up his hand to heaven, and swear by him that liveth for ever and ever, who created heaven, and the things that therein are, and the earth, and the things that therein are, and the sea, and the things which are therein, that there should be time no longer. But in the days of the voice of the 7th angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished, as he hath declared to his servants the prophets. And the voice which I heard from heaven spake unto me again, and said, Go, and take the little book which is open in the hand of the angel which standeth upon the sea and upon the earth. And I went unto the angel, and said unto him, Give me the little book. And he said unto me, Take it, and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand, and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey, and as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. And he said unto me, Thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. And there was given me a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood, saying, Rise and measure the temple of God, and the altar, and them that worship therein. Between the 6th and 7th trumpets, John is enjoined by one angel to take a prophetic book from the hand of another and particularly powerful angel, and to eat it. The meaning is that John will embody the content of the book, become the vehicle of its message. The sweetness in his mouth is the eloquence of inspired speech, while the bitterness in his belly is his grief at the sufferings he can foresee and must describe. Be it remembered, the Hebrews believed the belly and bowels to be the seat of the emotions, and indeed that is where they are most keenly and immediately felt. The 6th trumpet brought about the last of the preliminary afflictions, whose purpose was to warn mankind and encourage their repentance. With the 7th trumpet, the drama of the apocalypse proper unfolds, and this requires a new book, or, more precisely, a new scroll, or, in our idiom, it begins a new chapter of the story. The angel crowned with a rainbow, wrapped in cloud, with a face like the sun and legs of fire, whom Dürer has rendered, in desperation, word for word, is in fact a storm theophany, modeled on the apocalyptic 24th chapter of Isaiah. The approach of God to exact his judgments, with thunder and lightning climaxing in a bloody harvest of nations, this is a metaphor drawn from the autumn storms which roar into Israel over the Mediterranean, marking the end of summer and the beginning of autumn and the ingathering of the crops. The angel has one leg on the sea and steps onto land with the other, because the storms roll into Israel from the Mediterranean. The columns of flame on which he walks are, of course, lightning bolts, striking land and sea. The rainbow crown, sun face, and cloud garments further confirm that this is a storm angel, a divine atmospheric disturbance. This level of interpretation, neither Dürer nor the Bible scholars of his day possessed. Thus, the structure of the vision became the architecture of an hallucination. The angel points to the heavenly prototype of the Jerusalem temple's altar, rendered with the severity of an engineer's drawing. The scientific precision of the image is adored by 4 putti. John's book was written not too long after the Romans had destroyed the temple in 70 AD. Revelation is, as we shall see, an explicit, if coded, manifesto for the destruction of the Roman Empire and the eternal restoration of Israel's temple and capital.